So what's up guys and gals, my name's Joy, and this is a video by Young Yeah, who's confirming the Anthem beta is coming via a tweet. So the people who are making Anthem, they, tweeted a response back for a beta that will be coming. Now here's the issue I have, okay? We're going to get into the nitty gritty of multiplayer games here, not just Anthem, every multiplayer game on the market right now. And to be quite honest with you guys, multiplayer gaming right now sucks giant donkey dick. And the reason I say that is because multiplayer games haven't been fun since like Halo 2, hell even Rainbow Vegas 2, Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was a good multiplayer game, but like after the 360 days, multiplayer games have been just going to hell. Like Overwatch, I have it, I don't play it. It's not exciting to me. Fucking Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer, not exciting. What else? We have For Honor, not exciting. We have Destiny 2, which just came out. It came out, about a month ago now? There's no content in Destiny 2. I have 3 characters in Destiny 2 with missing like 1 light level, and I'm not even playing it right now. I'll log on Tuesday, get my milestones, and log the fuck out. I haven't done the raid, I don't care to. I don't care to play the game anymore. That's why I gave it a 5 in my review. And the point I'm trying to make here is multiplayer games, all these publishers are releasing these multiplayer games. And it's not that multiplayer games are bad. Like, they're bad when they restrict player choice. I always talk about player choice in a lot of my gaming videos because compared to the 360 days, player choice in video games has died out. It doesn't exist anymore. You can't choose a boy or girl character. You can't, do the basic things. You can't go down the path you want to, but the path the developer wants you to go. Prime example of this is Destiny 2. Bungie wants you to play the game the way they want you to play their game. They don't want you to play the game the way you want to play the game. So if you want to jump on the moon and go explore the moon or something, in the first game you couldn't do that because you'd have to turn back, otherwise you die. Same thing for Destiny 2. It's just player choice is being removed from our video games to the point where I honestly don't care for multiplayer games anymore. Now, Monster Hunter World's doing something I really like, but the moment if they change this aspect to the game before it releases, it's going in the trash. I'm not gonna buy it. I haven't pre-ordered it yet. It's available, but I'm still not pre-ordering that game yet, just in case they decide to change something that I don't like. And the one thing I don't want them to change is player choice, meaning that if I want to group up with some friends, I have that choice. If I want to play the game by my fucking self for a little bit, I have that choice. The moment you take player choice away from video games is the moment that you lose a majority of your players. So publishers keep thinking multiplayer games, but will restrict the single player or the solo player to only a few activities because, fuck them, they didn't buy the game too. Why should they play our game? And Destiny 2 is a prime example of that. A solo player can't do the raid by himself. So they're missing a piece of content there. They can't do that unless they go find 6 people to play with. That to me is fucking stupid, and gaming mentalities like that are stupid, and they need to die off. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a multiplayer aspect where you should group with people, but for the solo players who can't do the raid, they need an alternative. They don't need to be restricted or punished because they don't have friends. They need an alternative to do something on that scale that has just as many good rewards as the people who do the raid, or some motivation, to play the game solo, whereas playing in a group is different. And a lot of games don't do that. They don't give an alternative. They just say, if you play by yourself, fuck you, fuck off. If you play with friends, hooray, yay, more money for us. We're gonna make this game amazing in its multiplayer development. I'm sick of that shit. So, the games that I've picked up to replace Destiny 2 right now, because I still have Destiny 2, it's on my console. I actually might delete it before this upcoming Tuesday because I need the space. I really don't. I have like 100 gigs, but I might just delete it out of spite, right? Because I don't care. I have Shadow of Wars coming out in a couple days. I have that, and we'll be playing that. And I'm only gonna be doing single player. Multiplayer is optional, thank God, but I'm only gonna be playing the single player for that game. And then we have Assassin's Creed Origins and then Monster Hunter World. And as long as Monster Hunter World does its solo play right and its multiplayer right, and they are both rewarding either way. Like, so if I kill a monster by myself, like Dark Souls, I just do it single player by myself. and I try to kill a really high powerful T-Rex, do I get the same loot as I would in a group, or do I get punished for playing by myself? Because the moment you start punishing people that play by themselves, again, you're just losing money. They're just going to quit the game. Not a lot of people have a bunch of friends that they talk to on their consoles on a daily basis because, I don't know, they have a life and they work and they do jobs. And I understand I'm not a casual gamer at all, and I'm kind of defending the casual gamer, but I can see it from their perspective. Okay? Okay. Moving forward. So Anthem has a beta. BioWare is trying to cash in on the Destiny money. Like they did with World of Warcraft with Star Wars The Old Republic, they are trying to make an MMO to conquer Destiny now. Activision's Destiny. And again, it could turn out really good, or it could be complete and utter bullshit. And honestly, if they just make the multiplayer good and say fuck the solo player, yeah, I'm not really too thrilled about it. I'm not gonna buy it, and I'm not gonna support it. So we'll see. We'll see if this solo play for the game is good, and the beta is coming. But if it's locked behind pre-order, I'll wait for the open beta and I'll try it out. But if it's locked off, or there's content missing in the beta that's locked off and it shows, that's already an indication that the game will suck because they're hiding something. Destiny 2's beta did this, and obviously I just told you I'm not impressed by Destiny 2. After less than a month of playtime, I think the game is total shit, and I don't think it's worth your money. I did say in my review if you could get it at Redbox, or maybe I didn't say it, but if you can get the game at Redbox for like $3 and then do that, rent it first, that's a better option. I don't think you should buy it. I think you should wait till it's like $25 or less and then pick it up. I'm not buying any DLC for Destiny 2, so don't ask. I'm just not in the mood to play it really anymore. I thought the story was good, but for $60, I felt like I got scammed again by Bungie, which, I kind of expected that after the beta. So, but I have to buy the full game, otherwise fanboys will get upset that, oh well, Joy, you didn't play the full game yet. You only played the beta. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, fuck off with that type of mentality, retard. So. Anthem. Should you buy this game if it asks you to pre-order it? No, I would wait and just wait for an open beta and try it. But I'm not looking forward to it. Unless I see some, good things about its player choice, meaning that I can play solo and get just as good loot as the guys who play in multiplayer. Right? That should be fair. That, or if you're gonna do a multiplayer, do it like other MMOs and up the difficulty when you're in a group of people, and that way, maybe then you can make the rewards better for those who do play in a group. But if they don't do that and they just say fuck the solo player, then I'm not buying it. Why would I pick that up when I could pick up a solo player game? Because at this point, you see, Shadow of War and Assassin's Creed Origins are doing something that I really am excited for, because the days of the MMO are gone. The multiplayer RPG, yeah, those days are gone. World of Warcraft is dead for a reason. But it isn't completely dead. Shadow of War and AC Origins are taking MMO elements and incorporating them into single player games. This is a good idea. Witcher 3 did this as well, and it was a massive hit because it was a solo player game with gear sets and stuff that you could craft. But in Shadow of War, you can actually go out in the world and earn these. Same for AC Origins, and I really like this. I really like this type of system. In fact, I like it so much that it's an MMO, but it's a single player game. That means I don't have to worry about finding a raid group to do the hardest content. I don't have to worry about all that shit. So I really respect the change of pace that they're doing with the whole MMO Diablo type loot system, but they're putting it into a single player game. So AC Origins isn't going to have a multiplayer experience, which I'm okay with. That means more resources go into the single player. That means we get a better story, more, single player content on the map, etc. I'm okay with that. I didn't really like Ghost Recon Wildlands, even though it was a single player game, or kind of, it has multiplayer co-op and stuff. But AC Origins won't have that, and it's going to have a decent loot system. So if Ubisoft pulls it off and does it justice, it could be a great game. And again, if not, I got Shadow of War. But other than that, if Monster Hunter takes away player choice, it's going to be tossed in the, it's going to be deleted off my console if I buy it digitally, or it's going to be tossed in the trash or traded in if I buy it on disc. And it's going to be the same with Anthem, right? Multiplayer games need to become good first again, before I actually give a shit about them. Because right now they're just not good. Most of them suck. They're not fun. They're just stupid. So, they have bare bones content, they've got bare bones maps, they have bare bones fucking guns, everything. They just suck. And until they get good again, what's the point in playing a multiplayer game? So, actually, you know what? I'll give one multiplayer game some credit. It's a free-to-play game, though. So AAA developers, take notice. Because if you can't deliver Destiny 2 or Anthem on the scale that that free-to-play game I'm mentioning right now is doing, you need to just stop. Just stop. Save the money, please. Don't make Anthem or whatever you're gonna make that has a Destiny type of vibe, because you have no idea what a good MMO shooter looks like. There's a free-to-play game that does it way better than Destiny 2, and it will probably do it better than Anthem. And it's old. It's really old. That's pathetic. So, not excited for Anthem. I have zero hope actually now. I was excited a couple months ago, but not really. Like, I was like, man, it looks cool. I am still kind of excited for Monster Hunter World, but again, even that interest is waning, right? Like, multiplayer games are dead, dude. They're not fun anymore. They're not. They all have shitty multiplayer concepts, server lag issues, all that crap, toxic communities. Fuck it, dude. Get rid of PvP, add some fucking good storylines, get rid of the toxicity in my goddamn gaming. Sometimes I just want to come home and relax. And with gamers getting older, I'm sure they do too. So, let me know in the comments. I'm not saying PvP games need to completely die off. I think, Call of Duty and Battlefield should still reign supreme in the multiplayer department, but everything else, I could care less for. I really could. Monster Hunter World, as long as it keeps the solo player happy and the multiplayer player happy, I think it'll do very well. But I also, again, think that that's the issue that publishers and developers don't realize, is they only make one group happy and the other group can go fuck themselves. They need to make both groups happy. And until they can do that successfully, I don't give a shit about multiplayer games currently at the moment. So, with that said, guys, my name has been Joy. Have a good one. Link for this guy's video in the description below. I highly recommend you actually read the comments. A lot of people aren't excited for Anthem because of Andromeda's failures. I could care less about that and boycotting the game on that. In fact, I would just, again, say that it's going to fail because if they don't focus on the solo player in the and they just, again, focus on the multiplayer aspect, like the grouping content, then it's going to fail. It's already going to fail. So unless there's good, rewards for the average Joe with no friends, it's going to fail. With that said, though, guys, my name's been Joy. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Like I said, I don't think Destiny 2 is going to last any much longer. A lot of my friends have already quit playing. We actually quit playing like 2 weeks in because it's just, there's nothing to do. You hit 305. Like I said, I'm 305 almost on 3 characters in under like 2 weeks. That's pathetic compared to Destiny 1. That is so fucking trashy compared to Destiny 1. I know Destiny 1 without DLC had no content, but I remember grinding like helium flamets or whatever on the moon and stuff just to upgrade my gear for months. And while it was repetitive and boring and all that, it felt like an MMO. It felt like a grindy game that took your time and dedication to get anywhere. It doesn't really feel like that now with Destiny, and I think that's what's killing it a lot quicker than people expected. So, obviously that and bad press doesn't save the game either. But I'll link this guy's video in the description. Again, read the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Are multiplayer games just dead to you? Do you even care anymore? I really don't care anymore about multiplayer games. To me, they're all fucking trash. I would prefer much more single-player games. Obviously, The Witcher 3 being a single-player game, again, did very well. And that's proof. And that game came out in 2015, and it's still the highlight of generation consoles. And we're almost in 2018. That means it's a 3-year-old game that is still better than most of the shit that has came out recently. That's fucking disgusting, and that's fucking sad. With that said, guys, my name has been Joy. Links in the description for the video if you want to check it out, or you can just type them up on YouTube search, whatever. Take care.